Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we finally got through Spin Doctor's Two Princes with the numerological numbers. We've already been through the letters. Now we've been through the numbers, and now we put binary code to this, and I'm going to run all the categories at once. We're going to try to blast through this. And except for one category, because we're going to do the research institutions by themselves, because we're going to run these binary codes against all those research institutions, and it's going to be a thing alone. Plus, we're going to do research institutions themselves. So I didn't do research institutions. We're doing those alone. All right. But we've taken YSID, SSD that we pulled from says to said, ones to one, and loves to loved. And now we've put binary code to them. And we got that binary code off of this chart that I made. I didn't look it up on the internet. I'm not going to say that I did, but A is 0, B is 1, C is 0, D is 1. It's all zeros and ones all the way through the alphabet. I think that's a reasonable way to do it. So that's what we did, and the binary code we got from this ends up being 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So 3 zeros, a 1, 2 zeros, and another 1. So we started this in finance, the stock market, and we got 0001001 is IFCS code, specialized corporate branch. And also field service, irs.gov. Also, statistical abstract of the United States. Also, a book on the New York Stock Exchange. And it does keep going in Industry Week. Once in a while, it crosses these things in these searches. Once in a while, randomly, will cross the numbers off, especially Investopedia does, and then it'll give me. So you got to watch that. But beyond that, these numbers run through these. Yeah, and I'll just provide the search, and you can check it out. Annual report of Milwaukee Grain and Stock Exchange. So there's pages of this stuff. I don't know how much of it's all relevant. And then coming back, you got 1001000. Now I'm not breaking these up because they're binary codes. I'm just running them as a code. And the most interesting thing I saw there was creating software to predict stock markets, and that is Elite Trader. So I'll provide that link, and that gets you through going forwards and backwards in the binary code for finance. All right. Then we ran genetics next, and you had 300010001. That ends up being DNA profiling and forensic science. Also, human genetics for the social sciences, and that deals with psychology. Also, language contact, creolization, and genetic linguists. And also ADAMTS2 gene, and it is a protein coding gene. So another protein coding gene. All right. And also cell signaling biology. Plus pages of this stuff. And that gets you through going. Those were the highlights, guys. That does get you through going forwards. Now coming back, you have 1001000, and you do have pages of stuff. The highlight to me was genetics of stem cells. Then you got which genetic marker for which conservative genetic issues. That is NCBI. I go there a lot because it comes up a lot. Genetics of stem cells, as I mentioned. Genetics problem set 4. Margaret Morrell's Genetics 1, Parental Types. And this does go on, and again, you got to watch because randomly, occasionally, they will cross the number off or cross the genetics part off. So, but that basically takes you through going backwards there, the genetics of stem cells, and that is the highlight again to me. And especially with all these research groups we have, a lot of them studying cancer and stuff, stem cells, cell signaling. It all makes sense. Then that gets you through genetics. Now we put that same 0001001 forward for chemicals, and you ended up with pages of stuff. The highlight to me was chemical engineering and technology. And coming backwards, the highlight to me was metabolomics of small numbers of cells, because we got a metabolome database before, right? I don't think it was in this. I don't think it was in the Two Princes search, but we've got it before, and here it is again. And not the database, but another metabolomics of small numbers of cells. And so, plus you got pages of stuff, guys. I'm trying to get through it, and that gets you through going forwards and backwards in chemistry or chemicals. And I will provide the searches. Then we did technology, guys, and you had 0001001. It's scintillating crystal detector. Scintillating. God, can't even pronounce it, guys. But a crystal detector. And what I failed to mention in the previous video is one of those companies dealt with quartz crystals, and I wrote it down. Crystals. 411 Technologies dealt with crystals, and this is a crystal detector, so that's an interesting thing to me. And then, and plus, there's pages of this stuff. That was the highlight to me because of the crystal. And then coming back, 1001000, the highlight to me was biologically inspired approaches to advanced information technology. Plus, there's pages of this stuff, and that was the highlight to me. And I'm certain it will be the highlight to my fiance, who will probably want to look into this as well. And that. And there's pages of stuff, guys. That's the highlight, and that gets you through going forwards and backwards in technology. Now we're hitting random. So randomly 0001001 is a binary code that can be converted to decimals. I don't know what good that does us, but we could certainly do it. And transversity theory, and that deals with mathematics. And you got pages of stuff, guys. The IFCS code comes up again. That's finance. World Health Statistics in 2008 comes up randomly for that. And this goes on for pages, guys. Some of it's relevant, some of it isn't. And again, they randomly cross the numbers off, so be careful if you're looking at that. And then 1001000 coming back. Again, the highlight is biologically inspired approaches to advanced information technology. It came up randomly, and it came up in technology, and you got pages of stuff that the code will go through, but that's the highlight, and that gets you through forwards and backwards in every category. Gets you through in the finance, stock market, genetics, chemicals. It gets you through in technology, and it gets you through random. And we will be doing the research institutes separately. We will be running these numbers against those research institutes, just like we did with the numerological numbers, and see if any of these, see if this binary code goes back to any of these research institutes that we found in our initial decode of the letters. Now, the numerological numbers did not go back to any of these. All right, we'll see if the binary code does. And if it doesn't, then none of the numbers would go back to any of those research institutes, and we would have to assume that they were somehow connected. That would be my assumption. That would be my hypothesis. If that were the case, they're definitely connected in that they are in this, they're already connected. All right, these research institutes we found are already connected to each other because they are all in this search, they are all in this change, and none of the numerological numbers went back to them, at least not forwards. And that's interesting because things usually go forwards. We could come back, we haven't done that yet, but in my experiences, when they don't go forwards, they ain't coming back either. Um, in the other numbers, I couldn't get to run to the other people we thought were using the quantum network. I couldn't get them to go forwards or backwards, and I could go back and make sure, but right now we're operating. I'm giving it to it. Right now I'm saying go. Sure, the numerological numbers just don't go there. We couldn't get any of them to go forwards to any of them. So that's a thing. So we'll see what the binary code does with these research institutes, and that'll be next, and that'll get us through spin doctors, and hopefully we'll have a conclusion to draw on these research centers. YSI being my number one suspect, but now they all seem to be connected. So then what? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with in the binary codes, and that'll be it. So and then my fiance again will have a video either today or tomorrow or sometime, hopefully today, about what she caught that I missed, and it tied into one of her theories. And I think we've covered everything now. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.